What is up, YouTubelettes? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I'm bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Today, guys, I got an OU match against Monster. He's a guy I'm on the Smoking server, and he gave me this pretty awesome battle. So, first of all, if you're seeing this, that means that I'm at PAX, and I didn't get the picture-in-picture up. I don't really know how many of you wanted to see that, but that was a thing for a little bit, and I can't do it, and I apologize. But anyway, let's look at this team preview. We both have brought Sun teams, and our Sun team build is very similar. I'm going to go over that really quick if you don't see it. Now, my Sun team, or I feel like basic Sun teams, are Ninetales, Fire Pokemon, Chlorophyll user, and then Dragon Steel type spinner. And so he has a very similar build in the fact that he has a Ninetales, a Fire type, an Infernape, Chlorophyll user in Venusaur, and then the Dragon Steel type in the form of Dragonite and Hydreigon and Ferrothorn. I don't know which one was the one meant for the team, but all I know is that he doesn't have a spinner, and if I got my rocks up, they're going to stay, which means that he is limited to how many times you can switch in Dragonite and Ninetales. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Here we go. My opponent's going to be leading off with the Ferrothorn as I decide to lead off with the Donphan. Now, I figure that he's going to be the one that has Stealth Rock, and then I'm not sure if he has Spikes, but usually if you have Stealth Rock, you don't have Spikes on the Ferrothorn. That's usually just how it works. I'm pretty sure Ferrothorn now can have all three of those things, but I do see Stealth Rock, so I was like, alright, cool. I go for the knockoff here, knowing that he probably doesn't have the Leech Seed, so now he has no form of recovery. It's going to be a lot easier to take out this Ferrothorn, besides the fact that I'm running a Sun team, and he also is running a Sun team, so Sun's going to be up forever. And I go for the Earthquake here, not going for the Rapid Spin yet, even though he did set up his first layer of spikes. I just wanted to get some solid damage off. I wanted to see what kind of variation this Ferrothorn is, and judging by that damage, I'm thinking that this is more of a specially defensive Ferrothorn, just because it looks like he would have taken that better, because I don't have any attack investment, actually, and he's neutral to that, so, you know, but whatever. I go for the Rapid Spin here, get rid of my stuff, as he goes for another Power Whip on this turn. Does not take me out. I believe I live on 40 HP, and, excuse me. I'm going to switch out here, preserving my Donphan, because I know if this Ferrothorn comes back in for free, threatens me out by some weird means, and sets up the Stealth Rock, I need to spin those away, or else I'm going to have a problem with my Victini and my Ninetales coming in. As he goes for the Gyro Ball, I would say he predicted that, but my Donphan was also at a low range of HP, where he probably thought he could take me out with the Gyro Ball. I'm fairly certain that he couldn't have, just because Donphan is really slow when he's not invested, and yeah, just... But anyway, predict the switch out into Hydreigon or Dragonite, go for the HP Ice, as I predict correctly. He brings in the Hydreigon, because the Fire Blast was really obvious, so I was like, I'm going to go for HP Ice. I get it right, which is awesome, and then I outspeed the Hydreigon, which he probably didn't think was going to happen, because usually Ninetales aren't offensive, and this one is, and I kind of tricked him by having the leftovers, so... for those of you that don't know, Ninetales' base speed is 100, where Hydreigon's is, I believe, 98, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I was going to outspeed him, and then he dies to Life Orb, which is pretty cool. So I want to save my Ninetales for later, just in case I can't get rid of the Ferrothorn. I'm going to need this guy. So I switch on to my Metagross, knowing I can take a U-turn, as he does go for it. Unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for Metagross, he's going to get a crit on him, and that happened in the last video with this OU team. The Scizor got a crit with the Bullet Punch, and yeah, it really sucks, but he switches out and goes into his Ninetales now, and the reason, my logic for him bringing in this Ninetales is that he has Substitute, and he's going to go for it, as I obviously am going to switch out, so I'm going to stay in and go for the Earthquake, because I really have nothing to lose. If he takes out my Metagross, whatever, because I don't really need Metagross. I'm honestly not even sure why Metagross is on this team. I think it's just for, like, that offensive physical power that I kind of lack throughout the team, so, yeah, just going to take me out with a Flamethrower. That's fine, because now I get a safe switch into anything that I want. And I actually choose here my Latias, just because I'm pretty sure he's going to go into his Ferrothorn, but judging by the scouting I did with the Earthquake, I'm guessing it's more specially defensive, and I do carry the Psyshock, so that's what I'm going to go for, thinking that it's going to do a decent amount of damage, but forgetting that it is a Ferrothorn, and I only have 4 special attack investment, because I'm Calm Mind, and I have max HP, max speed, so that was kind of a misplay on my part. I could have just double switched out, but hey, that's a thing. But hey, go into my Donphan here, live the Gyro Ball like I knew I would, and I'm going to be able to get a solid chunk of damage off with this Earthquake, and bring him down to mid-red as he goes for another Gyro Ball and takes me out. So I don't need Donphan anymore, because this Ferrothorn is not going to be setting up Stealth Rock at any point today. And I actually go into my Shift Tree here, because I can just go for the Hidden Power Fire and destroy this thing. I almost went for the Dark Pulse, I think. Was that the Dark Pulse? Yeah, I think I almost went for the Dark Pulse just to get like a nice like footing, I guess, for other Pokemon that wanted to come in. But I was like, it's probably just better for me to go for the HP Fire, and I do. I switch out here and go into my Infernape because I know the U-turn is really obvious, and I don't need my Ninetales anymore because his Ninetales is also a thing, and the sun's already up. It's not going anywhere unless he carries Rain Dance. That would be stupid, but I know the U-turn's happening is the thing, and he actually goes into his Venusaur, and now I know that my Shiftry outspeeds Venusaur 95% of the time. Well, yeah, I'll say 95% of the time because the builds on Smogon say run modest. My build is timid specs, and I used HP Fire in the sun. So this Venusaur was not living. It didn't matter if it was specially invested. I'm pretty sure I would have taken it out in one hit. Now, he goes into this Dragonite. He's going to take Stealth Rock damage, and I'm going to go for the HP Fire. I know it's resisted, but Dragonite doesn't have the best special defense when uninvested, so I decided to stay in case he wanted to set up a sub or some Dragon Dances, and he just actually goes for the Fire Punch, showing that he's most likely Dragon Dance. I don't see leftovers or Life Orb here. I was kind of thinking maybe Choice Bandit, so I go into my Victini here as he reveals Extreme Speed, which is actually really bad for this Victini as I go for the Trick Room, because now if he saves this Dragonite, he can potentially stop my Victini sweep. But for some reason, he stays in. I'm thinking he thought that he could take a V-Create in the sun from a Brave-Natured Victini with Flame Plate, and that's not the case. So I'm going to destroy that Dragonite, and that was really his only chance of getting rid of my Victini, because now I can just plow through the rest of his team, because it is Infernape and Ninetales, and had he saved his Dragonite, he could have went for Extreme Speed later on and fought it off his Infernape and his Ninetales, and I would have gotten 2 defensive drops, gone for Extreme Speed, most likely taken out my Victini, but I did still have the Latias that would outspeed and go for the Dragon Pulse. So I think he just wanted to speed up the battle because he knew after I set up the Trick Room that it was pretty much GG, and that's exactly what it is, as this V-Create destroys that Ninetales, and I thought it was pretty cool because those were all V-Creates that were resisted, and they took out the rest of the guys, and they were all at half HP, which is pretty cool. So hey, that's going to be the game. Thank you, I'm Monstrous, for the awesome battle. Thank you guys for watching. You guys, if you guys want to see something from PAX, let me know. I'll upload some stuff. I'll record some things there, and let you guys know what's up. If you guys want me to go check out any booths, let me know, and I can hit those up, ask some questions, answer them for you. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. Click the Ninetales to see my last video. Click the Don Fan to see my next one when I upload it. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all that. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, love you. Peace, love, and later, Gators.